Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between. I'm your host, Masker. Remember when creepypastas were the most scary thing on YouTube? There were many creepypastas on the internet. Smile Dog, Jet the Killer, Eyeless Jack. Yeah, remember them? All of these characters were created in the early 2000s on the internet, but none of them reached the level of popularity that a certain character got, and that character is Slenderman. The first ever appearance of the Slender Man was on the internet, and it was on the Something Awful forums. Now, if you don't know, the Something Awful website was basically an alt comedy website known for its forums. One day, someone created a thread about creating fake paranormal images using Photoshop. There were many different images, but then the first ever image of the Slender Man was seen, and there were two photos of the Slender Man. Both features the idea of Slender Man being near kids and playgrounds. Actually, fun fact, the images were created in 15 minutes. And then many ideas were created. One of them is the idea of Slender Man walking and living in the forest and with the fog. A lot of people loved the idea of the Slender Man since it was very unique for its time. Many people wanted to see something done with him, and then something has appeared on YouTube actually. A channel on YouTube called Marble Hornets started uploading videos as a part of an ARG, ARG standing for Alternative Reality Game. Videos were being uploaded about people trying to find and film the Slender Man on camera. Also, Slender Man wasn't actually called Slender Man. For some reason, he was actually called the Operator. Weird name, to be honest. The ARG continued with having 133 episodes spread through 3 seasons. Then a weird thing has happened. A movie has been released in 2015 called Always Watching, a Marble Hornets story. And that movie got a lot of very bad reviews because it was awful. But it's kind of impressive that a creepypasta that was created in 15 minutes got turned into an ARG with multiple seasons and then a goddamn movie about it. Make me respect it, even though it was awful, but at least people tried to make something that not a lot of creepypastas have done before. Now, the creepypasta as an ARG and a movie, the only thing remaining is a video game. There are many fan games about the Slenderman. The first Slenderman game to ever release is Operator. Yep. During a game jam that happened during Halloween, there was a tournament about making horror games, and Operator won third place. You know it's an old tournament when you see Amnesia the Dark Descent as one of the rewards. The game was very similar to its source material, Marble Hornet, since you needed to collect the tapes, and there was an enemy called Masky. Hey, wait a second. The game had a very short time to develop to make the game, so the graphics didn't look the best. The game was released in 2012 on Parsec Productions. This game is the reason many people know about the game. All of your favorite YouTubers played it back in the day. A lot of people downloaded it, that the website crashed and the game had to be taken down. Other people tried downloading the game from other shady websites, which led to malware being installed, of course. The game first didn't have a menu nor a story to begin with. It didn't have any HUD or UI to tell where to go. You just had yourself in the woods collecting 8 pages, and also Slenderman was there. The game received many updates to make the game more enjoyable to play, which supported the huge amount of YouTubers playing it, remarkably Markiplier. So anyone who had a functioning PC and a camera could record themselves play it, since at the time there were only two horror games being played at the time, Amnesia and Cry of Fear. And also during the 2000s, the only content people were doing are horror content, where it's just one guy playing a horror game. The game was loved for its minimalistic approach of just collecting and surviving. Slender the Arrival was released during 2013, and it was a remake of the original game, Slender the Eight Pages. The game was made by notable devs like Marble Hornets for the story and Parsec Production and other for the development of the game. It was criticized for its repetitive gameplay and focusing on jump scares, which can make the game dull after many walkthroughs. I would definitely recommend you to play it if you are interested in Slenderman. It's on Steam, so you can't download malware on your computer anymore. I mean, it was a faithful remake to the original game, and that's it. Surprisingly, actually, Slenderman got a new movie this time, made by Sony, and it was another failure. The movie got released in 2018 after the hype has died down, and the movie got a lot of criticism because it was released after a stabbing incident in 2014. Now, I didn't want to make this segment because this situation is just fucked. This channel, I mostly talk about fictional stuff on the internet, not real life tragedies. But I will talk about it briefly since it's linked to the film's core ratings. The film didn't have any association with the stabbing case. It's just happened before the movie got even released. The case was basically there was two girls who lured one girl to the forest to kill her. Luckily, the victim, managed to survive the many stab wounds done to her. The two girls who caused the incident were caught by law and punished. Now, the movie wasn't great. It was poorly written and it had many issues which led to its horrible state. And this is how Slenderman started as an image that was made in 15 minutes through many games, movies, and videos on YouTube. Slenderman is probably the most popular creepypasta in the internet, and it managed to make some things that not a lot of them made. And that was the story of how the internet managed to create the internet's boogeyman. I was your host, Masker, and in case I don't see you next time, good morning, good evening, and goodbye.